Hi class, today we are going to talk about graphing quadratic functions. Okay, what is quadratic function? Any function which is in the form of a squared plus bx plus c, that is a quadratic function. Obviously it should be y equals to ax squared plus bx plus c. And here you can see the a is the coefficient of x squared. If it is positive, it will open upward, and if the coefficient of x squared is negative, the parabola will open downward. And c is the y-intercept in the graph. There are some important vocabularies. A function that can be written in the standard form of y equals to ax squared plus bx plus c, where a is not equal to 0, that is a quadratic function. So as you can see, this is the standard form for a quadratic function. There are some examples. For example, y equals to 2x squared plus 4x plus 3. This is a quadratic function. Or in the next one, a is actually -1. Let me see. And here a is -1, b is 7, and our c-intercept is 0 in here. There is no function for c, so y-intercept is 0. And here the b is 0 and y-intercept is -16. We can elaborate these in further examples. So whenever we are graphing a quadratic function, we will be graphing a parabola. So the graph of a quadratic function is a U-shaped graph called a parabola. This is a parabola. In the first one and in this one, a is positive, so a is greater than 0, and our parabola is open upward. And the next one, the parabola is open downward because a is less than or smaller than 0. So let's look at some example. For now, let's just look at one example. For example, in here y equals to 2x squared. So in here we don't have bx or c, we don't have the y-intercept, we're just dealing with x squared. So we're going to follow 3 steps. First, we'll set up a table of values for y equals to x squared. So let's choose some values for x. So we'll put some values in here. It's always recommended that you select 0 and you will choose some values on the positive side and on the negative side. So it's always recommended to choose numbers in this format. Now in step 3, we are going to substitute these functions, these numbers, sorry. We will substitute these numbers in this formula for x in here, and we will get y values. So let's look at the first one. So we'll take 2. So 2 in here, 2 to the power of 2 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. So now 8 goes there. The next one, we took 1. 1 to the power of 2 is 1. 1 times 2 is 2. So next one is 0. 0 to the power of 2 is 0. 0 times 2 is 0. Next one is -1. Any negative number to the power of 2 is positive. So -1 to the power of 2 is +1. +1 times 2 is +2. It goes here. The last one is -2. -2 to the power of 2 is +4. +4 times 2 is 8. This is the last one. So now we have our pair of values. We have 2 and 8, 1 and 2, 0 and 0, -1 and 2, and -2 and 8. 8. So now we are going to plot these points in our graph, and we are going to, okay, let's look at the first point. It's 2 and 8. The other one we got was 1 and 2. The other one is 0, 0. So we had value, this is value of x, the other one is value of y. Always the first one is value of x, then the second one is value of y. So x is -1, y is 2, and y is -2, and x is 8. We are going to connect these points together, and this is our parabola. So it's open upward because the value of x, if you remember, x coefficient was 2x, so it was positive, that's why it's opened upward. That's it.